If you frequent a mosque, like if you frequent McDonald's, you don't close McDonald's, right? So the question is much more critical. Was there really an ideological relation? Was he related to these people in that mosque? The Minister of Interior is heavily under pressure and has to kind of show that he's going tough against these terrorists. Now, currently, the government is heavily under pressure by the opposition parties because they had to admit that there were enormous failures. First of all, the terrorist was under observation. There was information given by foreign secret services to the Austrian secret services that he wanted to buy weapons in Slovakia. And all of this information was not forwarded to the Ministry of Justice. Since this terrorist was not only under observation, but also was in prison for attempting to go to Syria to war, he could have gone to jail again. So this would not have happened, this terrorist attack. If this mosque was involved in the terrorist attack, or people were there involved in feeding him some kind of radical ideology, jihadi ideology, then obviously it's the jobs of the Secret Service to go against them and to close them. And that's fine, because that is what every state would do. But it's not the job of a religious authority to close them on the grounds of religious reasons. Here we have a structural problem. It's a structural problem because the whole Islam Act of 2015 was construed in a way to basically be against Muslims. And this is what we're witnessing these days. If you ask me if we will see more of this coming in the next years, absolutely. A few months ago, there was this documentation center of political Islam was established by the government, by the Ministry of Integration. And the main aim of this institution is to monitor what they call political Islam. Political Islam for them is everything Muslim. And we see these institutions being established, a lot of money put in there. They got €500,000 for the very first year, more than 10 people working there, an international board of advisors from the US to Europe. So yes, that's what the future will probably look like. The new paradigm of the Austrian People's Party under the leadership of Sebastian Kurz has really introduced a harsh and stark anti-Muslim politics. Something Austria had never seen before since its existence from 1945 against any religious community. So in terms of the state politics, I think alongside France, I think Austria is one of the most harshest states in how it treats its Muslim minority. We definitely see this rise of anti-Muslim discrimination, hate crime in daily life. Also, following these terrorist attacks, at the very same evening, there were numerous reports that I saw on social media that people were attacked on the street. There were also mosques that were vandalized the day after. And there is a huge rise in these anti-Muslim hate crimes. Unfortunately, it seems that neither the media nor the politicians are really interested in that. There was no real outcry on behalf of the civil society. I mean, to change the situation for Muslims and how they are treated in the country, you would really need a major political change. The problem is similar to France, that it's not only the right that is against Muslims, it's also a lot of parts of the left. So it's a very difficult situation, and I don't see at the moment really some hope on the horizon that there could come a change with the people in power. that these people really fear an imagined Muslim takeover of the country. Nearly 8% of the whole population are Muslims, and I think they really fear that this amount is just growing too much, and they don't want these people to also have a say in the country. That's why there is especially this crackdown on the Muslim civil society and an attempt to really criminalize all kinds of politically active Muslim people. I think one of the reasons really is not only the increase of numbers of Muslims, but also the fact that with the increased number of Muslims, there also came an increase of empowered young Muslim leaders. There never was a problem with a woman entering the Ministry Department of Justice to sweep the floor wearing a hijab. But now, since there are Muslim women students who with the hijab want to go to court, become lawyers, etc., now you want to introduce bans, right? So it's the strengthening and a reaction to the empowerment of the Muslim community that we can witness these stark anti-Muslim legislations and regulations.